Hello my friends, Luke here, and I wanted to share a story for you today, a lesson that I've learned from it, and just, I need to get this off my chest to all of you, and it starts back last week when on Wednesday I had to do a conference, and I went there to film for a client of mine. I was doing some filming, some photography, and by the end of that I was really tired, and so I got home late. I didn't, eat a whole lot, I didn't drink enough water, and so the next morning I had a very important TV interview to do, and I woke up. I was supposed to be there at 7:15 in the morning. I woke up at 7:45. Now, I don't know if you've experienced this, but I basically just kind of woke up and I went, oh wow, I feel so good. I slept so much. I feel, oh no. And I just kind of ran around for a little bit going, oh no, what am I gonna do? And so I called the person I was talking to, and I was just like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. I was panicking just a little bit. And I called them, they're like, okay, we might be able to still get you on, just leave now, and we'll call you, and if you have to turn around. So I basically just threw on some clothes, I run outside, I tried to do my hair on the way out. I get to my car, and by the way, I live in San Diego. Right? Keep this in mind. I walk out, and my car's windshield is frozen over. Now, some of you who are maybe not in Southern California are laughing at me right now because I don't know what to do. I've never experienced this. I felt like in that moment, I felt like such a kid, and it even bothered even more because I spent so much time trying to prove to other people that I'm not just a kid, that I'm an adult, that I'm doing something important, that I am an expert in my field. And so every single step of this way just made me feel worse and worse about myself. I didn't really know what to do. I tried getting a jacket I had in my car and rubbing off the ice. That didn't work, obviously. And then so basically what I did, I just started running my windshield wipers, the water, slowly getting rid of the ice, but the water wasn't coming out of the driver's side, so the passenger side ended up, you're able to look after a couple minutes of looking through it, you're like, oh, okay, I can kind of see through it, but the driver's side, you couldn't really, so I was like this, driving, but all my windows were down, so I was freezing cold, because I couldn't see, I needed to move. And then as I'm driving, I look at my gas, and I realize, oh wait, I'm out of gas. I have maybe 10 miles left, and because I've been driving all week and the last week too, I just come from that conference the night before. I didn't want to fill up on gas because I was too tired to do it. And so I managed to find a gas station and dash over there. By that time the windows are pretty much clear. I was able to see pretty well, get a couple gallons on the tank, and then rush off to do the interview. Now, this is in this is in San Diego, proper. I'm much north. So I'm talking that it takes an hour in traffic to get there. So for an hour, I'm sitting there panicking about everything in my life. This interview, everything surrounding it, the last week, the next week, my life, everything is just in turmoil. And so I'm driving and I get the call from the producer saying, okay, we're gonna get you on, but you will have 5 minutes before we get kicked out of the studio. So we needed to film this spot, I needed to get there, film, then get out in 5 minutes. This kind of made me feel better because at least we were doing it, and to make it worse, I invited a psychologist friend of mine to be on the interview with me because they asked me, do you know any psychologists or therapists that you would want to be on TV with? I was like, yes, I do know one. Guess what? She got there on time. And so all this while, I'm just feeling terrible. I feel bad for, making people wait, for being late. I just feel bad about everything. And then I get there. I finally find the place. We have 5 minutes. I rush in and I'm full on just shaking. I am tired and I just I'm a range of emotions are going on. I rush in, they mic me up. I was trying so hard to get mic'd up. I like I took my shirt and then put it up and then like tried to clip it on, and I'm like shaking. And then all the while they're like, okay, just calm down, breathe. I'm like, God, don't tell me what to do. Because I was trying to get in the zone before I go to interview. I like to spend, like 15 minutes just like relaxing, thinking about what I'm gonna say, feeling the stage. And I had nothing. They finished filming what they were filming. We rushed me on, sat me down. Psychologist sat next to me, the interviewer sat next to me, they asked me a question, I answered, I had like a minute, they asked her a question, they had about a minute, she answered, they wrapped it up, I gave a parting word, and then we got out of there. And all the while, I just couldn't help but feel that everyone in the room was just mad at me. And you know what? That might have been true. I mean, I'll own it, I messed up, I made the mistake. I still do, I'm not perfect. I try to, manage my time well, but even though I set 2 separate alarms, somehow I just didn't wake up. Whether they didn't go off or whether I slept through them, I don't know. And the thing is that I'm driving home now, and it's an hour drive home. And the entire time I'm just thinking about how awful I did. I'm thinking about all the words I said wrong. I'm thinking about how I structured what I was trying to say, how I just messed up, and how everything I did that day was wrong. And how everyone was mad at me, and I deserved it. I get home, and I'm just feeling awful, right? I think I end up just falling asleep because I was just so exhausted. And then later that day, I just started receiving message after message after message of people that saw that TV spot, saw the other TV interview that I did, that I did a while ago that was now airing, that this was promoting. And they started messaging me, help for this, for my kid, for myself. It didn't stop. People I knew saw it and were reaching out to me saying how good it was. And all I could think of was, really? It's good? Really? Really? And something I realized is that I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I know what I can do, and if I don't achieve it, then I'm upset at myself. Part of that's a good thing, and part of it is bad because I don't know. I treat myself, I'm pretty hard on myself when it comes to accomplishing things. But something I've had to learn, especially when things are out of my control, like this TV interview, right? A lot of it was out of my control. I wasn't able to edit it. I wasn't able to plan it. And I realized that this isn't for me. None of this is about me. All of it is about the people we're trying to reach. That's what it's about. It's about you watching this. It's not about me. And so it doesn't matter if I think it's awful. It doesn't matter if I think I did badly. What matters is what you think. What matters is how that made you feel, what that impact that made you. And if you're seeing this video because you just saw that interview, welcome. Give me the brutal, honest truth. How did I do? And it was a journey. And so as I saw all these messages coming in, everything just kind of washed away. And of course, I still feel bad. I still feel bad for making everyone late. I mean, obviously, I still messed up. But at the end of the day, it accomplished the mission. Is to reach out to people with this information, to help people reach out to me. I mean, my ebook's been, just downloaded so many times over the last couple days. It's been great. And so, out of all of this stuff that I don't like at all, a lot of good came out. And that's, all about me. That's what I do. And I wanted to share this story with you because sometimes you can't control the outcome. And sometimes you feel that what you're doing isn't good enough, but it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what the people you're doing it for think. And sometimes it's hard to really understand. Sometimes it's really hard to take to heart. But once you do, it's so freeing. Because if you do something bad and people are like, I don't like that, then you're like, okay, why didn't people like that? What can I do to change? It's not about you. It's about them. And so it's all about you. And I wanted to kind of take this time to just vent this and share the story with you to show you that I mess up all the time still. I'm not anywhere near perfect. Ask any of my friends, they'll tell you. And just to show you that, perfectionism is not a great trait. And these are some ways to overcome it. And I just hope that, gave you a bit of happiness and joy today out of my misery. Oh boy. So I'll link the interview down below in the description below. You can see the special they did about my story itself, and then the interview as well. I don't want to link them because I don't want you to see them, but everyone else has been telling me that it's great, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna trust everyone else because it's not about me. This isn't about me at all. I'm very hard on myself. It took me a while to even learn how to edit my own videos because I didn't like watching myself. I still don't. I still hate watching myself watching my own videos because I can see, oh, I should have said that, or I did that, and that's weird, and why am I moving my hand like this? But, I just had to learn to get used to it and get comfortable with the idea of, you know what, I messed up. Who cares, Just learn from it, try to do better later. And I think that's a lesson we can all learn today. So watch those videos. I'm writing more on my blog, so check that out. And, of course, being ashamed and staying ashamed.